Tracking and processing the field tech's paperwork isn't fun. They turn their paperwork in late or lose it altogether. They forget to write everything down, especially the materials. They call the same part by different names. Their job notes lack detail. Their handwriting is hard to read. It's frustrating. And on top of this, we still have to manually cost and price the materials and labor hours for the jobs, manually enter the job data into the computer, and manually type the customer invoices. No wonder it takes forever to get our billings done. And when you add up all the time we're spending, you'd think there'd be an easier way to process this paperwork. Well, there is, when you use the JetTrac Field Service Automation. Now, if you watched our first video, you saw how simple it is for field techs to use the mobile field sheet and send their jobs back to JetTrac Job Master Pro. Let's look at the results. Okay, I'm in the Import Field Sheet screen. The upper left is where the mobile field sheets come in from the field. All I do is click one to see the job information the field tech recorded. The materials and quantities that were used, the hours they worked, their job notes, as well as pictures and checklists. Now, one of my favorite screens is the view log. It shows the date each tech was sent a field sheet and the date they sent it back. And if they forget to send back a field sheet, I simply click the email button to give them a gentle reminder. This all but eliminates any lost or late paperwork. I finally have control over the job paperwork. So let's process this job. All I do is click Post to Job, and it's done. Talk about easy. So let's take a look at what happened with that one click. All of the costs and charges for the job are shown here. Here are the voice-to-text job notes from the field tech, and here are the job pictures. They're stored in Document Center. And when I want more job cost detail, I click Profit Preview. Profit Preview shows me right down to the penny how much we're making on this job before we bill the customer. And I can make any changes to the job, if needed, prior to billing. And speaking of billing, I don't have to type customer invoices anymore. They're ready to go. And I can show as little or as much detail as I want with the format codes. For example, this format shows the quantities, material descriptions and charges, the worker names, hours, and charges. Here's the same invoice using a different format. The quantities and materials are listed but aren't showing individual prices. The labor is summarized on one line with the total charge amount. And this format summarizes all the material into one line with the labor showing worker titles and their charge amounts. There are hundreds of formats to choose from, so you can have it your way for billing. And you can send customer invoices to other third-party programs like QuickBooks. Talk about de-stressing the office. No more lost or late paperwork, hard-to-read handwriting, costing and pricing jobs, manual job data entry, or delayed billings. Plus, the field techs aren't driving to and from the office as much, or calling and texting us like they used to. That not only frees up my time in the office, but the field techs have more time to do more jobs. You know, an extra job or two a week per tech really adds up. Office people want a better work life. JetTrac makes it happen. To learn more about de-stressing the office, call Pro Technology for a personal demonstration at 805-527-1248, extension 255.